John McEnroe once launched into a furious tirade about the royal family, describing the monarchy as an example of the class system gone mad. John McEnroe has 3 Wimbledon titles under his belt, securing his place in tennis history. He is perhaps better known for his on-court antics than his play itself, his famous saying, "You cannot be serious," a firm contender for quote of the century. McEnroe has been busy offering his punditry this tournament, and, while he mainly comments on tennis, he has in the past veered away from the sport and opined on all manner of public life. His 3rd autobiography details his opinions on the royal family and the customs that they are involved in, asking, "What was that all about?" In his book, But, Seriously, the former champion argued the point of players having to bow and curtsy at the royal box. McEnroe had competed in tennis tournaments and competitions since before he was a teenager and announced his retirement in 1992. This meant that during all of his professional career, the act of bowing or curtsying when walking past the royal box was a long-standing tradition. However, in 2003, the patron of the All England Lawn Tennis Club changed this rule. The change was prompted because it did not fit with the new modern game, but there are some exceptions. Now, players are only required to bow or curtsy to the box if the Prince of Wales or the Queen herself is present. Walking onto the green for a tennis match in Wimbledon is undeniably nerve-wracking for players, but it is believed that some were even more nervous about potentially offending royalty by not understanding the etiquette. McEnroe, however, is not short in confidence to air his controversial views on the topic. He wrote in his book, "As for all the bowing and curtsying, and we're not just talking about the Queen here, we're talking about some pretty minor royals, what was all that about? This was the class system gone mad, the opposite of a meritocracy, where hard work is rewarded and people are respected because they've actually done something, not because they've been born on the right side of the tracks. Who were the performers here? The players, right? So why were they bowing to someone else when they were about to provide the entertainment? Those people in the royal box should think about bowing to them." With these comments now in the public eye, many hit back at McEnroe, noting that even stage performers at the end of the show bow to their audience, indicating his statement made little sense in their opinion. Wimbledon often attracts high-end audiences like royalty as well as A-list celebrities from singers to politicians. During his time on the court, McEnroe was seen as a formidable competitor for many, ranking number 1 in the world in both singles and doubles tennis. He retired with 77 singles and 78 doubles titles, earning him the highest men's combined total of the Open era. McEnroe was also inducted into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 1999. Following his retirement he made a quizzical move into music, learning to play the guitar from friends Eddie Van Halen and Eric Clapton. He formed the Johnny Smith Band and toured with them for 2 years before suddenly quitting before finishing his first album. McEnroe's infamous moment on center court in 1981 was just one of a number of his run-ins with umpires throughout his career. In this particular event he was almost thrown off the court entirely after swearing at the referee and umpire. This outburst also, unintentionally, connected him to the phrase, "You cannot be serious," which he repeated throughout. He would continue using this phrase in future tournaments when he felt the call was incorrect. However, he noted in a later interview with GQ that it was easier to hide his fear of failure behind anger, but noted there were other times when he was just genuinely outraged.